Hey guys, Nicole here. I literally just finished December 2020 month in review, which you guys, if you keep up with my Creating with Collections series, know that I combined Creating with Collections and a month in review. So far I've got 12 layouts done, mix of single and doubles, all using the Hello Today line from Simple Stories with a couple pieces of the Quarantined line sprinkled in here and there. I'll put links below to the playlist for all this stuff, so if this is sort of the first video you're finding, or you're like me and you just can't remember any of this collection and this project, I kind of kept putting away, working on other things, coming back to it, putting it away. It was a mess. So I got through all of the month in review layouts, and before I jump into anything that I'm going to use the rest of the stuff, like with Creating with Collections, I try to do kind of like a kill a kit type thing and basically see how much can I possibly get used up and how much can I get scrapbooked using all of the same stuff. So kind of getting more out of your purchase. So I'm sure the manufacturers love me for doing that, but I find it fun. I find it a challenge, and I find myself being more creative when I do stuff like that. So before I jump into layouts, now that I'm done with month in review, I wanted to go through and just kind of share what I have left. I feel like there's kind of a lot left, especially paper, but then stickers that I'm not a fan of. So I'm not real sure where this is going to take me. But so far I have one layout planned, and that's pretty much it. As far as the full-size sheets of paper, I'm pretty sure I started with 3 full sheets from the Quarantined line. I have one that I never cut into, and then I have a couple scraps from, I think these are from the yellow. Maybe I only had 2 sheets. It may have only been like the journaling pieces and then this. So this is what I have left of this. Luckily the back side's a pretty good like tone on tone. And then these are sort of the bigger pieces off of the pattern papers from the Hello Today line. So all those sheets that had like the month and the calendars and stuff. These are all the leftover pieces. And I do like the fact that the back has a pattern, because I feel like it can get a little heavy with like all the cut aparts. At this point, I don't remember like what month these go to, other than this one I'm pretty sure was February, which was probably my favorite. This one I've been hoarding. The ledger paper and their wood grain papers are like my favorites, so this one I've kind of been hoarding. And then they just kind of get a little bit smaller with like the cut aparts, but if I didn't need to cut them apart, I kept them in these like whatever sizes they were, just because I wasn't really sure what I was going to do. And then kind of from there, so like there's a couple more of just these bigger pieces where they're still kind of connected, or they're the 4x6s. And then these were all like the 3x4s that kind of just got cut off and were on their own. Like I said, I tried not to cut them off if I didn't need to. Apparently I tried to keep things pretty cohesive and pretty like matching. I'm not sure why February I didn't put my journaling in here. That was probably over 6 months ago, so I'm not real sure what's up with that. But these are all I have left of those. And then these are just kind of some smaller pieces. I have been keeping literally everything because like I said, I don't know where I'm going. These are scraps from the 6x8 pad. So like things like this, I know that I will never use this phrase. If I really wanted to, I could cut these letters apart and kind of come up with, rearrange them into something else. I'm not going to do that. I'm too lazy for that. So I have been cutting pieces of the wood grain off and using it for like borders and die cutting hearts out of. So yeah, a lot of these were like pieces that I cut off to kind of fill in the gaps, or if I liked a 3x4 card off of here better than one that was on the full-size sheet, I stole it out of here. And then I have a pretty good amount of like the full-size sheets, and granted, a lot of these are doubles, So I feel like I told myself, and I feel like I probably told you guys, I think I have a layout set aside in the 6x6 sketch series to use these with. So that makes 2 layouts that I kind of have queued up and ready to go. I will probably have to go back and watch my own 6x6 prep video to remind myself, because I don't know where it is right now. Like, when I say I'm a mess, right now, it's bad. So I'm trying to just kind of baby shovel 1 scoop at a time out of this mess. Sticker sheets. When I went into this series, I had the full size of this one and the full size of the Quarantined. And the Brads, and I think that's it as far as embellishments. I kept it pretty minimal because I knew that there was going to be a lot of icons in all the cut apart cards. So I can cut those apart and kind of make my own phrases and icons and stuff. So, but I feel like I did a pretty good job of using a lot of this stuff, but a lot of these were like bigger title pieces and stuff that personally didn't fit into what I wanted to use on my month in reviews. So I'm hoping that I can find a way to use up some of these that I do like and I want to use. Some of them I think I'm just going to allow myself to say I don't like it. I'm not going to force myself to use it. And then I've been kind of dragging this thing around the whole time. So like I've got 8 of the adhesive brads left. The chipboard pieces, I don't really think I used these on the month in reviews. The paper clips that I've been using, and then I need to make some more hearts, which is kind of what I've been throwing in here. Is I have been cutting hearts out of anything, everything, every like small little, like I fussy cut this flower for, I don't even remember what I used it for. I cut like a notebook out of here. I am keeping these because I can probably get 30 little rainbow striped hearts out of just this scrap. And that kind of thing makes my brain happy. So I have a feeling I'm going to end up at the end of this with just a ton of little tiny baby hearts, and that's fine. Like I've even been cutting into like things like this around the words. I even kept like this. I can probably get like 4 little baby wood grain hearts out of this, and I'm going to, because that makes my brain feel good. I even kept, as I was doing the month in reviews, I kept the branding strips to be able to tuck, like here's October, to be able to, like if I just needed something thin here, or like I think this was an offcut from doing like a border. I don't need the paper to go underneath my photo collage. I just wanted little hints of the paper and stuff. So that was kind of why I wasn't throwing these away. Some of these patterns I can probably go through and cut out like little hearts from, depending on what the pattern is. Like this one I would probably chuck just because there's not really anything on that one that I want. These I can probably safely throw away now because I'm done, like I said, with month in review. So I pretty much just don't throw anything away until I'm done with the series, just to be able to kind of show you guys like what I got done and kind of how far I got into it. Oh, I lied. I did have 3 sheets of the Quarantined, and so far I had only used this. I don't know that a lot of this stuff I would actually document, so I may just start using it for this pretty rainbow stripe. I'm not the type of person to document books that I've read. It's just a graveyard of shame. I'm not gonna go there. I don't really document like my daily life because I'm such a mess. I can't get myself on like a daily schedule. I would not find myself doing a layout of prepping for things or a daily routine. It's just not something that I would do. I think that these are amazing to be able to have like journaling prompts and things for those types of layouts, like documenting shows that you've been binging, people that, you know, you're talking to online, that kind of thing. That's just not something that I personally document. So for me, I'm probably just going to allow myself to kind of start cutting into this. So that's where I'm at after all the month in review layouts. I'm going to sort of call this, you know, my resetting of the kit. And instead of staying within the one sheet of paper per month, I'm now open to whatever is left to start working on different layouts. I may even pull in different pattern papers from my stash to use as background papers, because I kind of feel like I have a lot of paper that needs to get used anyways. And if I'm using it as a background, it's not causing scraps and it's not sort of accumulating in this pile. So to me, that fits in my rules for this challenge. So with that, I'm going to leave you guys here and get going on the next phase of this kit. So leave me any questions down below that you may have, or your thoughts on either creating with collections or your thoughts on month in review, anything and everything. I love chatting with you guys down below, and I will catch you guys soon.